Hello, this is Surviving the Reset in Style, number 3. We're going to talk a little bit about surviving what's coming. What's coming is horrible. You're going to need to sort of isolate yourself from people.
But it doesn't have to be.
No, the governments will push this.
Right.
Remember, Lucifer wants you dead. The governments work for Lucifer. Biden called on the powers of Lucifer to win, and he's killing Americans. He's killing Europeans. He even forced NATO to declare war on Russia, which is beyond insanity. I mean,
Oh, what's up with that?
they want to kill. NATO is run by Lucifer, and they want to murder and kill. So Russia's like, are you sure? Because we've got a bomb in NATO headquarters. We could push a button and you're all dead. NATO's like, well, maybe we ought to revote on this. Little cowardly pieces of garbage. So you need to get somewhere where you have your food, your water, your toilet paper, your ammunition, heat, communications, medicine, gold and silver. And if you want to keep in touch with the public, if you want to find out what's going on, you're not going to find out on mainstream media, because as the government implodes, their funding for mainstream media will die. You're going to have to, this is a floppy hard drive. Jane, you had a computer meltdown because of floppy hard drives a while back, right?
A long time ago, yeah.
Okay. Put in electronic hard drives, harden your cabins. Did you know that boat paint contains metal flakes?
Lead.
Well, it used to be lead, then it was arsenic, because of course we want to kill everything. Now it's copper. So if you paint the outside of your cabin or the outside of your house with boat paint and then regular paint, you've just metal coated your house. And then we're going to test shungite out, because Cliff High says a little piece of shungite protects an area about that big from 5G, because your phone still works on 4G. This still works on 4G. The 5G is there just as an aerial denial system to wipe you out, fry you. So anyway, prepare, hunker down. There's going to be really bad weather. Hotter summers, colder winters. NASA's going to turn everything up and try to fry you. So be ready, because it may be a lot colder than you anticipate and a lot wetter, and that means your little dirt road coming out of your cabin may be a mud puddle. Or if you have tar, it may wash out. I don't know your situation. Right now, they got crews all over Tacoma because they put in a sewer line 80 years ago, and it's only good for 40 to 50 years, and it's beginning to crumble. So how many, on the way to an appointment yesterday, we saw 3 crews working on the sewer lines, right, Jane?
Oh, it was constant.
Cement sewer lines.
Yeah.
My neighbor had a sewer line made out of shingles wrapped up. That was
in the olden days, that's what they did. They used concrete as your sewer lines, as your lines.
In the olden days, they took shingles and wrapped the old shingles from the roof. You wrapped them in a ball, wired them up, and that was your sewer outlet. Mm-hmm. And then as a forester, I've seen the Douglas fir water lines. You just cut a bunch of 2x4s, put them together with wire. They last about, well, this one lasted, I don't know, they put it in the 40s, and it lasted, last forestry I did was back in the 80s, so it lasted 40 years. The water coming out of it is quite red, which was unusual. But you got to be prepared with your own water system and backup parts, because you won't be able to get backup parts to China. What's going to hit the United States is going to hit China, is going to hit Russia, is going to hit the world. The bad weather's wiping out food crops worldwide. NASA determines who gets clobbered. We've been coughing lately because of what the 55th Air Wing's doing to us. No amount of mask will protect us from the 55th Air Wing. Gets on our agricultural crops, gets in our lettuce, gets in our spinach, gets in our zucchini. So when it crashes, they won't have the money to pay the 55th Air Wing to buy the fuel to spray garbage on us. You know, those colonels know exactly what they're doing. Some of the nicest people and some of the most arrogant people. Go ahead, Jane.
I was just going to say, now, we're going to know more about this financial thing coming up.
In a week?
Well,
2 weeks.
The BRICS are having a big meeting this next week.
Yeah.
And there's, the BRICS are like,
Brazil,
5
Russia,
or 7
India,
now.
Chinese, and
But
South
there's
Africa.
81 other countries that are looking to join the BRICS.
There's going to be about 100 countries.
Well, yeah. So that will put the nail in the coffin. But the United States does not realize what's going to be. Well, the problem is that our powers to be are not telling the people what's going on and preparing them at all.
So BRICS absorbs 100 nations as the dollar defaults. Gee, isn't that interesting about the timing? Like it was planned.
That and the fact that they've been doing the currency swaps.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of time.
Currency swaps means China trades a couple $1 billion with Brazil, and they get the Brazilian. So Brazil Brazil will trade with China. They don't need the United States for anything now.
Yeah, because was it China initiated it or was it Russia?
No, China initiated.
Okay, the currency swaps.
Now, all the embassies in the world have already traded U.S. dollars for local currencies.
Yeah, it's not just, what they're trying to do, they'll let you trade on whatever currency you want, but what they're trying to do is eliminate the dollar from people's reserves.
So, as we life is like a sewer, and what you get out of it depends on what you put into it. And have fun sliding down the razor blade of life. God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow.